Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Pictures when you were a kid riding your little CR?
Riding the XR
Excellent.
and the KX, RM.
Now everybody's talking. But
And the 4 tracks.
on the upside,
Unless it's a...
you know what's happening right now?
Because they have a different vision vendor.
I do. I don't know if anybody else does.
Everybody's completely oblivious to what's going on.
Oh, hi.
Hey, welcome to the Daily Biker Podcast. I am your fearless leader, Marcus. And today, I've got my main man, my main squeeze, my side chick, Lewis.
Yo.
I've also got, as always, the lovely Miss Muffin.
What's up?
And I've got Miss Megan.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy. She's turning southern on us.
I've turned you country. Very country. Country and
But
biscuits.
we do have another guest with us, too.
We do have another guest with us.
We have, not your pictures.
No.
We have Bill.
Hey, y'all.
So, we were talking Friday night about revisiting a subject that me and Jathan went over in episode 3, talking about how we were excited for kind of move past COVID and start being able to get back out to bike nights and bike week and all those types of things. And we're in it. We're in the middle of it.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking, there's a regular Tuesday night bike night here in town. There's a regular Thursday night bike night that White Lightning does. Shout out to White Lightning. This is the White Lightning Mobile Studio. And I mean, I think they've been awesome, you know.
They have.
The Tuesday night bike night that happens on the other side of town, it turns out pretty good. The White Lightning bike night's just growing there at Bar Watson. And it's been really fun. I really like the atmosphere on that one. I know you've tried to come out a couple times.
Yep. I've been to all of them so far. All of the Bar Watson.
Have you been to all of them?
Yeah, I've been to all of them so far.
I don't know. I haven't been to all of
Yeah. I went to that one too.
them. Yeah, I had to go to town and work at TMMR. But I did make another podcast while I was up at TMMR. I had Phil with me up there for that. But then the thing Friday night that kind of spurred the conversation was they brought back Nightfall.
Yes, they did. And it has been awesome for both events so far. Yeah, I was glad to see it back. I think a lot of people were glad to see it back because now it seems like there's been more, especially that first night. Oh my God, man, you couldn't hardly get out at, 8 o'clock? I mean, it was...
So, for the people listening that aren't local to us, you want to explain to them what Nightfall is?
So, Nightfall is a local Chattanooga concert series. Every Friday night, they will close off the city, the central part of downtown Chattanooga at Miller Park Plaza, whatever.
Something like that.
They've got some restaurants and stuff there. Got a lot of food trucks. Got a stage, a couple of stages actually now. And every Friday night they'll have a live band, a variety of different artists, local artists mostly. And why we like it, I can say pretty confidently that nobody in this room has probably ever heard the music there. But
I've heard music. I've never heard the band.
I've heard music, but it's usually coming from somebody street glide or road glide.
Yeah.
But the motorcycles, so they'll basically block off the intersection. Well, more than just the intersection. They'll block off an entire block.
Yeah, well, it's 3 blocks.
Yeah, it really is. So they'll block everything off where the event is, so everybody's kind of walking up and down the street. you have hundreds of motorcycles that you can fit in this.
Are you just going to go with hundreds?
I mean, it could be 1,000, I guess. How many did they have the first night?
I heard it was close to 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and that was on the real busy night, so I mean, it probably wouldn't be like, let's see, last Friday night, we probably had 1,000 there.
Yeah, probably had 1,000 last Friday.
Yeah. Wouldn't be hard to believe. But anyway, so everybody parks right there in the center of the street, along the sidewalks, and it's just an enormous motorcycle event. A lot of variety of different motorcycles. White Lightning's got, yourself and then some other guys from the dealership that show up. And
we try and be a big support of any type of event that's happening in town.
Well, it's a good way for, I guess the sales team, marketing team, yourself, kind of mingle around, see what's going on, and meet some people. Not necessarily peddling any bikes or anything, but it's a good chance if you got somebody from the sales or marketing or from the shop, answer some questions, with some guys. That way they're typically not going into the dealership, kind of spreading out a little bit. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think having guys go down there is hugely beneficial, because you meet customers in a how do I say it, like not a guarded environment. It's an open environment. You're meeting these people on an equal level. Yeah. And sometimes it can put people at ease. Mm-hmm. And they feel that they can ask some of the questions that sometimes you try and get out of them at the shop. Yeah. But they don't necessarily want to answer the question at the shop.
The best way I can explain it is the way you guys do it is. So remember when we went to Brushy Mountain?
Yeah.
And we had a guy walk up to us and just start talking.
Yeah.
And he was like talking about this and that, and this wing over here of the prison, and this is what they did over here. And you didn't realize until about 30 minutes later that he was actually a tour guide.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just so fluid and natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. We'll get down there and we'll see some of our customers, our longtime loyal guys. We'll get down there and we'll see people, that might have stopped in the shop. I'm sure some of the salesmen will go down there and they might run into somebody on a Friday night down there that was in the shop on Wednesday that might be on the fence or something like that. And it puts them in that environment where the salesman sometimes can talk to them. Mm-hmm. And usually they'll go up and approach the salesman. Yep. But also then doing that a lot of times, most of us, I know, especially for me and you, we tend to kind of just lounge around where our bikes are parked at and not necessarily walk so much. So people will come up, people will talk to us, people will admire the Kawasaki. They won't look twice at my black Street Glide because it's another black Street Glide. So it is good. Of course, we met a new couple.
Yeah, Dan and his wife Stephanie.
Yeah, they were next to me when we were leaving, all the way up, getting up on the interstate and everything. He's got that Kawasaki. Yeah. What was that? Like a SV?
No, it's
not a SV.
It's a ZX 1100.
No, what she was riding.
Oh, it was a Honda Honda 650. Is it a CB 650?
Yeah, 650.
I know it's a 650, but I can't remember.
And I was thinking SV, but what I was meaning to say was XS 650.
That's a Yamaha.
Yeah, well, I didn't. You couldn't tell the age of that bike. I mean,
hers I think is a 84, 5 or 6 model.
I mean, it was not non-badged.
Yeah.
All that other stuff, and of course, going down the road, I wasn't paying attention to the engine. I just looked over and saw them next to me. So.
Yeah. Met them. He's got a KZ as well. We actually met up the following day at a little event, and yeah, good people.
You know what I haven't seen down there? A mask.
Yeah, I know it. No kidding.
Of course, it's all.
I've seen a couple.
It's all outside. I mean, we are staying socially distanced. The Harleys are parking away from the Indians. So, I mean, everybody else is right next to each other.
Slingshots.
Yeah. And unfortunately, slingshots.
And yeah, everybody
And the
knows.
slingshots. Did you see that rail buggy that pulled up though Friday
Yeah, I
night?
did. Yeah. The
Now,
first
what
thing
was
that went
funny
through my
was-
mind was like, why in the hell is it here?
No. That's the first thing that went through your mind. First thing that went through my mind was, I don't like the slingshots being in here, but I don't hate that.
I love rail buggies. Don't get me wrong.
Did you see the front tires?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, their front tires was the back tire from your Road King.
Yeah. Yeah. I did see it. You know, I think I don't know, at a motorcycle event.
I wonder though, how many miles they get on those front tires. There's not a lot of weight. All the weight's on
Yeah.
the rear.
I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. I don't know if it would eat through them or not.
I don't know. I mean, it's either one of those things where, they're going to get 5,000 to 10,000 miles, or they're going to get 30,000 miles.
Yeah.
But on a rail buggy, do you really want to put 30,000 miles?
Yeah. I would say that most rail buggies around here probably do not get 30,000 miles in the ownership of the unit itself.
In Chattanooga.
Yeah.
I know you go back down to I-59 a little bit. Some of them boys have rail buggies as their only vehicle.
Yeah, they've traded those for side-by-sides now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
The world of the side-by-side.
It was, when I was in high school, it was guys that have a $1,500 S10 with a $6,000 four-wheeler. Now we've got a $3,000 Chevrolet pickup
Yeah.
with a $20,000
I was gonna say 30.
side-by-side.
20's a cheap one.
Priorities. I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a really fun environment. I think it's super cool. They run it from around Memorial Day weekend. I've always known it to be kind of like that week of, or sometimes the next week.
Yeah.
Which this year it started the week after Memorial Day weekend, and they're going to run it usually until around Labor Day.
Yeah.
But I know, they canceled it last year. They turned the concert series into a virtual thing. And through the winter, I heard the question a lot. Hey, have you heard anything about Nightfall? Have you
Yeah.
heard anything about Nightfall?
And they were pretty silent on it too. They didn't throw many carrots out there to
So,
let you believe.
In
that they were
about
gonna open up.
and about the 1st of April, I got a little bit of some inside information on the Nightfall stuff, because I know a girl that works for the company, and I saw where her company had posted. They didn't say what, when, anything like that. Posted up that they were hiring bartenders that were willing to be mobile and work outside. And I go, all right, so we're talking what? Nightfall, Riverbend, Riverfront Nights, whatever, all the events. I don't know if it's the same company that covers all those events and stuff like that. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I think I might got some information.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't very shortly after that. I did send a message to the company asking. I was like, hey, listen, I work for White Lightning Harley Davidson, and I've got a lot of my customers are asking me, hey, have you heard anything about Nightfall? Have you heard anything about Nightfall? And at that point in time, I finally get an answer back, and they were like, the plan is to do it. We're still waiting for our permit to come through, but there's no reason that it shouldn't happen.
Right.
It's like, yes.
Yeah, I was real excited about it when I heard that it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's such a cool place for a lot of like-minded people to get together. you see all.
Well, that depends on what side of the street you're standing on too for the light man.
It's but I mean, there's such a awesome group of different kind of motorcycles and customization.
You see everything out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even going to try and go down the list, but we're talking, like everything from boss hoss and conventional choppers.
Yeah.
All the way down to Grom gangs.
Yeah.
The little dirt bike squad showed up Friday night, rolling through. I mean, everything. I would still say probably 50, 60% Harley Davidson.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's everything. There's sport bike clubs that come out there. I mean, it's Chattanooga's motorcycle cruising for us is really what it is.
Yeah.
And we tend not to venture past the beer trailers. So, because you have Market Street comes through there and MLK, and they take 2 blocks of Market Street and 1 block of MLK, and that's all for the motorcycle parking. And then they put the beer trailer right there if you continue down MLK, and it's like, bikers on this side, yuppies and families on this other side.
Yeah.
So, I don't...
And there's something there for everyone. That's the great thing about it. There's something there for everybody, If Dad wants to roll in on his bike, kids can, and Mom, or however it works out, can drive separately and still have a good time. Everybody can still be there.
Well, and I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
I know people that, they have a smaller child or an infant or something like that, and I've seen the guy roll down there with their motorcycle, and Mom show up with the kids.
Yep.
Kyle. Now, Kyle's down there for a little bit different reason, but that's exactly what Kyle does. Kyle rolls down there on a motorcycle, and then his wife comes down. Sometimes she has the kids, sometimes she doesn't.
Right.
But she comes down separate.
Yeah.
Because he's a lot more about riding the motorcycle than she is.
Yeah. So
it's really fun. I'm glad to see it getting back to that point. I know there's stuff like this that happens all over the country. I don't hear about it. I mean, it's not that we're in an area where nobody tells us about this stuff. But I mean, I'm not 100% sure how many places actually do something like this. It kind of is like a Chattanooga bike night every Friday night.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you what's really happening this year. Okay, so there's no doubt 2019, 2020, rolling into 21, there has obviously been a resurgence in motorcycle purchasing.
100%.
100%. COVID or not, these dealerships, and some of them are having trouble keeping certain stock. Service departments are filled to maximum capacity everywhere you go, dealership or not. And parts are selling like crazy. People are the trend is up. I would say we're probably around, what would you say, 2001, 2002, 2003.
I mean, yeah. I mean, prime numbers before the 2008 recession.
Yeah. And I remember that those, from probably 98 to 2003 specifically, because it seemed like at that time, and if you go back, I think, and look at the numbers, that was probably the peak of the interest in motorcycles before it started to dwindle off, and then accelerated by the recession, and then the overall uninterest in motorcycles, and now we're starting on that upswing again. And I know having, people like yourself, Dave Harris, White Lightning Harley Davidson, and anybody else that bar owners that they're using it to their advantage. They're getting, all right, it's one thing to have the availability or have the product availability, selling the bikes, pedaling motorcycles, all this stuff. But now it's like, hey, we're going to get more of the community aspect involved in this in Chattanooga, and a lot of people this year are like 100% on board with that.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of people that didn't necessarily own or ride motorcycles also, might have saw those memes about the social distancing, motorcycle, and all that. Kind of took them to heart, and they did go out and they started doing stuff like buying motorcycles and just getting more involved with outdoor activities. But I think you're going to experience that too. After everything's said and done, people are ready to get back outside.
Yeah.
They realized staying inside, watching an on-demand TV, or playing video games or doing something like that there's so much more to the world, there's so much more you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're starting to get out. They're starting to get back to where they want it to be. I think you're going to start seeing the same thing happen with events. You're going to start seeing it kind of get back because, like, the time period you were talking about, 05, 06, 07, bike nights, or events that they would have up there at the Harley shop, which at that time it was called Thunder Creek before they had the name change. Big numbers.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
Yeah.
But you didn't have all this on-demand stuff. Heck, half the people out there didn't even have camera phones at that time.
Right.
So it was kind of starting to develop, and I think a lot of people are starting to look at those days now. And it's funny, you'll hear people talk about it, and it's like, oh, the good old days. I'm like, 2005 wasn't that long ago. What do you mean the good old days?
Well, the good old days, honestly, if it's something that you enjoy, if it's something that you used to be involved in, the good old days are back. They're here. The community of or the city of Chattanooga, Hamilton County, whatever you want to call it, there's places on both sides of the river that are doing stuff. There's a bike event every single day with the exception of probably Sunday in Chattanooga. Maybe Sunday and Monday.
Well,
right?
No.
Tuesday.
But 365 riders, they have theirs on Sunday.
They have a ride on Sunday, don't they?
Yeah, they have a ride once a month on Sundays that leaves out of White Lightning.
And then there's the other one in Chattanooga, the Twisted Throttle Motorcycle Enthusiast. I think they do a ride probably every Saturday or Sunday, if not both. So you don't have to search very hard to find something to do every single day of the week.
I've been in a lot of parts of the country. I've never been to the West Coast. I've got friends from the West Coast. I've got friends that have came here from the West Coast that are into motorcycles. And they've even mentioned that it's a different environment. People here ride a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of motorcycles in the Chattanooga community.
Yep.
And in the really, within 100 miles. It's kind of crazy because you can have somewhere like in Nashville, they'll have a bike night, and they'll have 300 people show up to their bike night. But at the same time, it's like, it's the same 300 people that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, we know there's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
You can go to bike night on Tuesday night and then go to bike night on Thursday night and not even see a quarter of the same people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there are, of course, there are some, guys that go every night. And they've got the freedom to be able to do it, the time to be able to do it. That's awesome. But, yeah, it's funny how you do see some people that only go to this location. Yeah. Or maybe these two locations. And then you have, like in Chattanooga, it's real funny because you have some people that will not come across the river. Yeah. I'm the same way. I don't go on the other side of the river.
I don't either, but I have to the fourth Wednesday of the month now. Mm-hmm. So.
But it's funny. Yeah, you're exactly right. You do see those certain, I'm not going to call them cliques, but there's certain groups that go to
I think some of that too, though, is just kind of that Chattanooga, the way Chattanooga and the surrounding areas, the way it is as a whole. Yeah. You know what I mean? Down on the Tuesday night bike night, there's a group of guys called themselves the Broke Neck. Really good guys. I don't ever see them on Thursday nights.
Yeah. But what's funny...
It's like 20 miles, and the problem is it's through the middle of that interchange is 75-24 construction. So it's all, I can't necessarily blame them sometimes because they're like, I'm not going to mess with that traffic.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame them at all. I wouldn't do that. But it's funny how, we say all this, and then it seems like all of us, the Ringgold crowd, North Chat crowd, over towards the Split crowd, Hicksing crowd, Harrison, Ooltewah, whatever crowd.
Saudi,
all
we'll throw them
us,
in their own group, Saudi.
Yeah, that we all go to Nightfall. So that's
everybody.
The mecca right there, where it's like, okay, everybody gather up. We're all going to be here.
Yeah, and for the most part, none of us go through the Split. We all find an alternate way to get there.
Yeah. Well, and for me too, it's
for you. It's
perfect.
all the way.
It's for me. Well, for me, it's perfect. Like it's a little bit of a distance, but I can go through without any traffic.
You know the nicest thing though about Nightfall? You got people. They'll get down there earlier and they'll leave 8:30, sometimes 9 o'clock, and I think it officially ends at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I think so.
But usually we'll hang out to about 9:45 or 10 o'clock. Crowd's a lot less. The traffic's a lot less.
Yeah.
We'll tear out of there. And, I mean, it's like, especially once we start getting closer towards the tail end of Nightfall, you start getting those little bit cooler nights again.
Yeah.
You roll down there and it's 85 or 90 degrees at Nightfall. That sun sets. You roll out of there at 10 o'clock at night and it's 70. I mean, there's been times where I've been going, we should have brought a jacket tonight.
Well, and I'll tell you something else on that same point. That is the perfect location to have an event like that because of all the shade. You have the buildings plus the trees, and even when you get there, when the sun's completely, let's say you get there early, 6 o'clock, right? As soon as they shut the roads down, let's say 6 o'clock. There's no shortage of shade.
Yeah.
So it's dead of August. It's hotter than hell. It's, I'm not going to say comfortable, but it's a lot better than sitting in a, parking lot with zero shade,
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is they make sure to try and get everybody taken care of, They have a full row of porta potties and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But even then, they don't stop it. Unless they're talking about tornadoes or something coming through.
Mm-hmm.
They don't stop it. I mean, me and you have both been down there before, and the pouring down rain.
Yeah.
Only a couple motorcycles there.
Yeah.
But it starts to become a routine, and that's also the biggest thing about the two biggest bike nights that happen in the Chattanooga area, the Tuesday night bike night and the Thursday night bike night, is it's become routine for people.
Yeah.
Because neither one of those stop when it rains either. So you do have people that still show up on their motorcycle. Even when it's pouring down rain, and bike night usually ends up turning into truck and car night.
Mm-hmm.
But you have people that have turned it into their routine, which is kind of nice. Because I know for me, during the summer when Nightfall's going on, which that's what they call it, the Nightfall Summer Concert Series.
Yeah.
That's my Friday night routine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and unless the weather's just nasty, and every once in a while I'll go, I just don't feel like dealing with it. That's where we go.
Yeah.
And then when we don't, I feel weird. I feel lost.
Yeah. Well, you get around people, motorcycles, we've all got, things in common. It's real easy to strike up a conversation with anybody. And it's a good feeling. It's a good time. Everybody enjoys it. And it's, it's a safe environment to be in. There's hardly ever any trouble there. You do get the annoyance of the asshats bouncing their
Rev
bikes
limiters.
off the
Did you say they hung up signs?
Yeah.
It didn't work, but they hung up signs.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Yeah, those guys, they'll come through. Thing is I know guys in the local sport bike club, and it's not them.
Mm-hmm.
So all those guys have told me, all those boys are out of Dalton and stuff like that.
Well, it's the guys that went out and bought the fastest bike they could afford, and they'll show up in rolling in on like shorts or flip flops or something. You know, they're not doing any riding. They just like the fact that they can actually bounce it off a rev limiter because they think it's cool.
Yeah.
And you know what I think of every time I hear that, or every time I see that every night when it comes through. Remember that South Park episode? That's every
the Harley
time.
episode.
Well, okay. Here's what would make it cool. If any of you guys were talking about you, and you know exactly who you are, if you guys would come through Nightfall and do that, but like every other bike, or if you have a passenger on the back with you, if that passenger could like have like a tambourine or like some what the hell do they call those? You know,
cymbals,
drums and shit. If y'all could, you'd earn my respect. I would love to see that.
Ting 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 ting.
Exactly.
Ting ting ting.
Some guy like with a tuba or something like that. You know,
that'd be great.
That would be awesome.
That would be perfect.
Somebody's gonna have a like a sidecar with a freaking
drum set.
No, that would be. I've seen that video. You ever seen that video? There's a guy like driving down the road and has a sidecar with a drum set on it. Someone's playing the drums at like 90 mile an hour going around. No, I can't even think of what it's called. An oboe. It's like a super long like flute thing that like sits on the ground. It's like yeah. Actually, they could do that. They could come rolling in like doing like the Star Wars theme song if they all rolled in together, just orchestrate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
If I want to say, if any of you guys, as Lewis pointed out, you know who you are that we're talking about. If you're one of those guys, and you do come down there, come see us. Come say hi. We're not gonna be jerks to you. Just come say hi. We want to meet our listeners. We want to know who you are. I mean, there's a lot of you out there, and I'm wanting to hear from some of you.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
I know we were looking at the numbers the other day. Guess what? We're over 900 now.
Yeah. Something I would like to see too, and do a call out to guys that are from out of town. So, if you're from the Charlotte, Nashville, Atlanta, maybe out towards maybe a few counties away, like guys out in Murfreesboro, in that area, Memphis, whatever. Come to Chattanooga for a weekend.
Yeah.
Come on, start your trip on a Thursday. Be here for bike night on Friday.
Here for Friday night.
Come when we're doing something at the shop at White Lightning when we got an event coming on. There's no shortage of things to do out here, and then also to the riding.
Yeah.
If you want a good weekend motorcycle getaway, there's no better place than right here.
Yeah.
You could come in on like a Thursday, do bike night. You could do Nightfall. You could do a bike night on Thursday night when you get here. And then, take off, go on a ride. There's, you're tucked in between several mountains here. Even the Tail of the Dragon is not that far away.
Yeah, I mean, we're like an hour and a half to the Tail of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get to Telco Plains to the start of the Terre Haute Skyway in an hour.
Absolutely. So even if, going to the bike events and stuff is not your thing, maybe you don't want to go. Maybe you want to come out here for a different reason, which is just to put miles on your bike. Come out. This is a great hub for you to start doing whatever ride you want to do.
Check out some of our little local roads that we have. Go check out riding across Lookout Mountain.
Yeah.
Go ride up to Hang Glider Point. Ride up Raccoon Mountain. Go ride across Suck Creek.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you need any help getting down here, places to stay would be the best central location. Holler at myself, holler at, Marcus, go to the Daily Biker email, go to the Facebook page.
The email. I hadn't even said anything about that.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I mean, it's out there.
It's probably a good segue.
It's out there, yeah. So, what is it? Did I get it as the Daily Biker? Am I going to have to look that up? So, I got an email. While I'm looking this up, though.
Your disorganization.
Yeah, so disorganized. So, while I'm looking this up, so it's the Daily Biker Podcast at gmail.com. So if you have any questions, you can send messages to the Daily Biker Podcast at gmail. But also, big news talking about Bike Nuts events, rallies, Thunder Beach Fall Rally in Panama City Beach. That's going to be a special trip for us.
Yes, it is.
So, for all of you that are listening that go to Thunder Beach, not all of you may know the spot, which is rather shocking to me because it's probably my favorite spot, the Lucky 13 on Front Beach Road. So, I think the address, Clutch, if you're listening to this and I get the address wrong, I'm sorry. I believe it's like 12,000 Front Beach Road, but I can tell you it's just down the street from the Grand Panama. It's directly across the street from, what's that hotel, Heather?
Sterling Reef.
From Sterling Reef. Huge parking lot. Great spot. So their big thing is it's where the bikers come to play. They do a 20-ounce mug that you buy for $10, and it comes full of beer. It's $2 to refill that mug, or $3 now, sorry. $3 to refill that mug all day long. But from 4 to 5, it's free to refill that mug. So it's a good time. Now, that being said, they have concerts or bands that go on all day long, starting about 12 o'clock. And they also have a motorcycle show that they do on Thursdays. The Daily Biker will be guest judges for the motorcycle show this year that they'll be doing there.
Really excited about that.
We are also going to be getting with Clutch and a couple of the other guys that make that whole thing happen with the Lucky 13 and going to be doing a podcast down there. It's not going to be broadcasted live, but if you're there, we're going to be doing live Q&A, answering any questions you have about events, about us, about the Lucky 13 themselves. So that's going to be an awesome event. That's going to be, I'm so excited about that.
I am too, yeah. Well, it's something I've never done before. I guess something you've never done before either. So
yeah, no, it's going to be like a Comic-Con thing.
Yeah, man. It's a new experience. Meet some cool people. It's yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be fun. I know we have listeners that go down there. I mean,
oh yeah,
based on where our city mapping and everything for our listeners, I know some of y'all go down there.
Oh yeah.
So come out and see us. We'll get the schedule a little bit more posted up on the date and time when we're going to be doing that. But that's definitely going to be a great time. I know you said if nothing happens, you're going to try and bring the Kawasaki's down.
That's the plan right now. So for the first time, I'll take the KZs down and we'll tool around next to the beach on those things.
Yeah.
So hopefully that works out. Something I've been wanting to do for a couple of years now. So since I've got them all, pretty well good to go. Yeah, I think we're gonna take them down there.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Like I said, though, I'm so excited. I was excited before really this motorcycling season, as a lot of people like to call it, got started. We're in it, and I'm having the time of my life. For me personally, motorcycle season doesn't really stop. Hence, kind of where the daily biker thing come from.
Right.
I've had some people ask me, they'll be like, "Oh, so is it like a daily podcast?" And I'm like, "No, the whole point of it is being a daily biker. I understand that there's situations where you can't ride.
Right.
You have stuff that you need to do. You have more people than what you can quantify on your motorcycles, those types of things. But it's all about living that lifestyle of being someone that would rather be on their motorcycle than in a vehicle."
Yeah. Well, and then that reminds me too. Shout out to all the guys that showed up Thursday night at Doc Holidays with, a red blob of thunderstorms.
No, Bar Watson.
Bar Watson.
Yeah, we had
we had a torrential downpour.
There was probably 30, 35 motorcycles there, and it
They showed
poured
up
while we were there.
Yeah, they showed up.
Yep.
Those guys, especially, those are that they do carry the mindset of the daily biker.
Yeah,
100%.
and I'm never going to tell somebody. I've heard the statement before. I'm never going to tell somebody if you don't ride in the rain, you're not a real biker. I've heard that statement made before. I'm not going to make that statement because guess what? If it's pouring down raining, I'm probably going to take my vehicle and not my motorcycle.
Right.
But I'll risk it if it's like it has been most of this. Yeah, like it has been most of this week where they're going. Well, we got a 50% chance of rain day because there was several days that it was 50-60% chance of rain, and we never even saw the first rain drop.
Yeah, I rode every day there for a couple of weeks. Got rained on a couple of times, but especially with my bike, I've got ABS, I've got a fairing, I've got good tires on it. But to ride that street light in the rain, does not bother me at all. Which is a good segue into another topic, little event that I had happen. What day was that?
Thursday. No, Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wednesday because I had to go get them because we didn't have anybody to go get them on Wednesday.
So the street lights in the shop, for all you local guys, I've already posted it on 365.
Hell, outside of the local guys, anybody traveling through, I mean, that's a main thoroughfare.
Yeah, absolutely. So I posted it on.
I saw it today and yesterday, so I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, it's. I think it is that little dip. Okay, so anyways, you're going northbound I-75, and you go behind White Lightning Harley-Davidson on the interstate, like I said, going north, and there's a little dip in the interstate right around where the train tracks go underneath the interstate. It's right before you start to go up the hill.
That's exactly what it is. It's the bridge.
Yeah. So I thought it was a pothole, and it's not. And which
I saw it. It's it looks like the roadway is giving way.
Sinking. Yeah, it's that right there in that dip. It's actually sinking.
So it's terrible. It's the what they call the number 2 lane. So for those of y'all that don't understand how they number lanes on the interstate, what most people traditionally would refer to as the fast lane is the number 1 lane, because how interstates are designed, as you start eliminating lanes, the fast lane will always be the last lane to be eliminated. So that's lane number 1. So this was in the number 2 lane.
Yep.
On the left-hand side.
And right before you get to the Volkswagen Drive exit, right before you start going up that hill, there is a sink. The road is sinking, and what's really dangerous about this that I didn't even realize, I think that area is like concrete, and it does not show up until you don't see it until you're already in it. And what's bad about it, there's probably about a 2.5 to 3 inch lip that runs, that basically would run parallel with you if you're going down.
Well, and the real problem too is though, because it kind of cuts at an angle to about halfway into the lane. So if you're on the very left side of the lane, you can actually be in the entire hole with your motorcycle.
Yeah. Before
coming back up out of the hole, because on the very left side of it is about 10 feet long.
Yeah. And what would you say, about a 2.5 inch lip?
2.5, 3 inches. I hit it in the Jeep last night, and I was like, woo.
Yeah. So it totally KO'd my front tire and wheel.
Yep.
Put a huge, it's the wheel's done.
Bent that wheel. I'll post the picture of that wheel on the Daily Biker Instagram so people can see it. So, testament. The wheel didn't crack, but the wheel did bend. Unfortunately, it's a cast wheel.
Yeah.
So, it's a replacement. You can't bend it back. That is why a lot of the guys will go with like solid cut billet wheels or aluminum wheels and stuff like that, because it takes some work, but you can fix those wheels. Yeah. You can refurbish them, you can heat them and bend them back, or you can put them in presses or whatever they do. I don't know. I'm not a wheel specialist, but I know people that have had billet wheels that they've bent and then they've had them repaired.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen with a cast wheel.
Right.
Cast wheel bends, it's done.
It's done. And I know when I posted it online or on Facebook, there was a lot of guys, it got shared quite a bit. A lot of comments and everything on it. So where I'm at right now, of course, bike's the shop. and we're figuring out the route that we're going to go to get that repaired. So a lot of guys were like, hey, you need to contact TDOT, you need to this, that. I'm probably not going to go through my insurance company to fix it, but as of Thursday, I emailed TDOT, and then
did you email our mayor, because he's all about fixing them potholes?
Well, see, I don't think it's a Chattanooga problem. I think it's a state.
I think it's a state problem too. I just figured I'd make that joke.
Well, he's a motorcycle guy, so that might be my next route. But anyways,
he knows a lot of people. Like you said, he is a motorcycle guy, so it might not necessarily be the end of the world to send him a message and just go, hey, this has happened. I'm not sure. I'm not seeking necessarily any damages, but the problem needs to get fixed.
Well, in the subject line, when I emailed TDOT, on the subject I said possible fatal pothole I-75 north.
Yeah.
I sent them a Facebook message on TDOT's Facebook, and then I emailed them I found another email address, and I sent pretty much the same email. I attached the pictures of my wheel to all three messages that I sent. So 2 emails and a Facebook message. I have not heard anything back yet, but I'll let everybody know some more information, because it seems like people were kind of interested in it. So as this process goes through, kind of keep everybody updated if you care, and hopefully have not only to bring awareness to where this sinkhole is, so you can avoid it, but also to say, hey, look, they're aware of it, or they're not aware of it, and they're going to fix it, or this is the proposed time when they're going to, So anyway, keep everybody updated for anybody that's following.
Well, the thing is, on the state side of it, I know Highway Patrol knows where it's at, because they sit there and patrol all day.
You know
long.
what's funny?
You said that Highway Patrol officer was right next to you.
He was behind me.
Oh, behind you?
So when I was going north, somehow he ended up in the southbound lane by the time you picked my bike up and we headed back. But that state patrolman was pulling off the side of the road.
You were probably, when you called me to ask me to come pick you up, he probably cruised past you and you never even noticed him.
And he very well could have. I know one Chattanooga, is either Chattanooga or Hamilton, I'm pretty sure it was Hamilton County cop, came by when I was on the phone with you and asked if I was okay. And I said, yes.
I was wondering about that, because I heard somebody asking if you were okay.
And I think he was a Hamilton County cop. I'm not sure. He just kind of rolled by and asked if I was okay, and I said, yeah. I said, I'm fine. I got somebody come pick me up. So he kind of went on about his day there. But the state patrolman, what was funny about that, I'm riding pretty much the next lane about 15 feet behind him. We're staggered, right?
Yeah.
He slows down, pulls off, almost right behind the shop, just forward of the entrance ramp, right? Coming from, what is it, Stanford Gap?
Yeah.
Whatever that is. He'd probably seen me hit it. He had if there was nobody blocking my view, he'd probably seen me hit it. I guarantee you, well, I don't know if he's seen me. He got a good show. Everybody on the interstate got a Oscar-winning performance of me dancing that 800-pound street glide. Because when that thing hit, it felt like I hit a brick wall, and that bike did not like it. It was highly upset.
I wish you had had a camera on.
Oh, if I had a GoPro on there, that front end was going so much. It probably felt a lot more dramatic than it probably looked. Now that, talking about it, I don't know. But I think there was probably some people that were definitely hitting the brakes because they thought I was coming off of it.
When you say felt a lot more dramatic than what it looked, immediately in my head, I pictured, you remember the movie Night at the Museum? When they're letting the little miniatures are letting the air pressure out of the tire? You don't remember that scene?
Uh-uh.
They keep showing the van, and it's like there's nothing's happening, and it flashes back to the miniatures as they're letting the air out of the tire, and it's like they're in the middle of a hurricane. They're like, hold on! And the wind's just blowing past them. Camera pans back out. You see the whole van, and nothing's happening. So
yeah, I hope that gets remedied pretty quick.
Yeah, that's until it gets remedied, pass it on. If you're listening to this, and you don't, even if you don't have either one of us on Facebook or Instagram or anything, post it up. Just let people know. I'll post up the picture on Instagram. Actually, I'll post it up both on Instagram and my Facebook. And then Lewis, you already have it on your Facebook, and you also have it on 365.
Yes, I have it on Facebook and 365.
Did you happen to post it on the Motorcycle Riders of Chattanooga page as well?
No, I have not, but I will.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not the best at the social media thing, so I tend to procrastinate.
Yeah, just a bit weird because we don't want anybody getting hurt right there.
Yeah, and what I would recommend everybody do is stay reroute. Don't go on that piece of the interstate unless you absolutely have to, and if you do have to, stay in the slow lane.
Well, when I went through today, I stayed left side fast lane.
Fast lane. And here's my thing about that. As we're talking, that sinkhole is getting worse.
100%.
So, by the time we finish this podcast, I don't know if it's going to be in the fast lane or if it's going to be in the third lane. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I feel like the hole's been there for a while, but not as bad because I've always remember that section. There was always kind of a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like it has progressively gotten worse. Now the problem is, it is right where the interstate is designed to go over the train tracks right there.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with possible washout underneath the interstate where the train tracks come through at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't go ignored or unnoticed. There's no way. I mean, it's like it's about as subtle as a gunshot. But
well, I hope that they fix it and it gets fixed properly. They don't just fill it in with asphalt and move on for the day.
I have a feeling it being, on an overpass or a train truss or whatever you want to call it. I have a feeling that that's not going to be a quick fix. I have a feeling like there's probably going to be an interstate, not necessarily shut down. We're going to have to. It may get for a couple weeks. It may get kind of backed up right there. Have to shut a couple lanes down on the interstate to get that remedied because who knows how far this problem goes.
Right, they definitely would have to go underneath there and find out. And that whole area through there is actually prone to sinkholes.
Yeah.
Because there's all kinds of underground springs and underground cave systems and everything. I know when they built the FedEx facility, that was one of the things they were dealing with. I mean, they literally, on their drive, they didn't realize that there was an underground spring.
Yeah.
And it slowly kind of was washing the ground out. And they ended up having a sinkhole that was like 2.5 feet wide by like 45 feet long.
Yeah.
Where it had washed the ground out. And it stopped. It was only on the asphalt. It stopped where the concrete was.
Yeah.
So once you got to concrete padding, it stopped. But see, that concrete padding was like reinforced rebar and probably 2, 3, 4 feet deep because it was designed to handle the weight of tractor trailers sitting on it. So,
well, shout out to White Lightning Harley Davidson. They did help me on that. They, of course, you came over, picked me up, had the truck trailer, got back. Back's in the shop right now. Kind of waiting to hear back on what the fix is going to be. I mean, obviously it's going to be a new wheel and tire, but get that done.
Well, you've actually, so you got 2 bikes up there right now.
Yep, got the Road King in there, getting brakes, rear rotors, oil change, clutch cable. The clutch cable that I had on there kind of took a dump. I don't really know why, but get all that fixed up and
I wonder if
back
it took
on the
a
road.
dump because it's only got like 1,000 miles on a 4-year-old clutch cable.
No,
once the
that
bike
one's
left
got-
your possession, it didn't get rode very much.
Well, yeah, but I put a lot of miles on it with those bars on it when we put the bars.
Yeah, but those cables, they need to stay lubricated. And if the clutch cable don't get lubricated, you could have a problem with the clutch cable.
Yeah. As far as I know, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it got lubricated every time I had it serviced.
I need to buy you a small bottle of that cable lubricant. You have some?
I've got like 2 bottles of it.
Is that what those syringes are for?
No, the syringe is for brake fluid.
I thought those were for drugs. I was like, those are big syringes.
No, I went on I ended up doing a brake fluid flush on the street glide right before I hit that pothole. So I always keep chain lube, and I always keep one of them is chain and cable lube for the KZs.
Well, see that white lithium grease there. The stuff that I'm used to, you don't have the stuff that I'm used to. What I'm used to, remember the 3-in-1 oil, the little cans?
.3 oil?
No. It's called 3-in-1 oil. It came in like a small aluminum can, so it's about, 4.5 inches tall, probably a 1/2 inch thick, probably 3 inches wide. And you literally, you'd squeeze the can. It's like the doom, when you squeeze the can.
I've seen that before.
Well, they make a can just like that. That's cable lube, and what it's got what looks like a basketball needle that comes out of it, but it's a smaller diameter, so you can stick it just on just the smallest minute area where you can get the cable at, and stick it in there, and then squeeze it in so it can run down the cable and everything.
That's what I'll do. I'll end up like that. The one right here.
So what do you use? Is it that green can with?
That's one of them. So this is what I use for the cable, and what I'll do is squeeze this just a little bit, and it gets down in the chain, and then you just hit it.
Yeah.
And then I'll go down from the bottom side too, where the cable comes out of the basket.
Yeah.
And then hit that.
Well, I think you can go in at your adjuster too, but I think you have to pull your adjuster screw loose.
Yeah, it's easier for me just to take it off at the handle.
Yeah.
Or the lever there, and then just do that, and then I'll take it off the bottom.
I'm unaware of this technology. I don't have cables. So.
Yeah, this was.
I'm full hydraulic.
And then I try to keep the chain lubed up about, I don't know, once a month or so.
No, you're doing that with that spray.
Yeah, that's the Lucas oil chain lube that I use on it.
Yeah. I know some guys that used to use the stick. It's like a stick of deodorant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard about that. I hadn't any problems with it, so it seems to work fine so far.
Yeah, I mean, I used just a standard. I had literally 2 cans when I was riding sport bikes. One of them was chain cleaner, one of them was chain lube, and it was literally just kind of would get the rear end up a little bit, or get it in a situation where I could rod it, and I would just spray it down real good, just kind of rod it in a couple slow circles and everything.
Yeah.
And then spray the lube on there and rod it in a couple small circles so it gets worked in there real good, and then come back behind myself and clean up anything, any excess.
Chain maintenance is so subjective, because there's guys that say, oh, you should use this, and then you should do it like this. So what I've done is I usually put like mineral spirits or something on a rag, and then I'll have, I'll walk the bike rubbing the the microfiber on the chain, and kind of do that a couple of times, and then do the chain lube, let it set for a while. I'm always afraid with the sealed chains that they're gonna eat through the little rubber seals or whatever.
What was that motion again? You do that motion again.
So, anyways, we're in at 58.5 minutes right now.
That was quick.
You want to play a game?
Let's do it.
Not the alphabet game, though.
Yeah, thank God.
Not that one again.
So, traditional game?
Yep.
Megan and Muffin.
She's like, oh dear Lord.
3 each. Give them to us. Muffin, you start it out.
Oh, okay. Let's see. A Honda Grom.
Sail.
Yeah, I mean, I can't ride them. I mean, we've had that conversation. I'm too big. I'm too big. What you got, Megan?
Boss Hoss.
Oh, hell yeah. I want a Boss Hoss.
Sail.
I want it.
Yeah, no, I'm selling that thing. Heather, what you got?
A
Yeah, all hell's not a.
I know that.
I mean, there might be some
there
like
might be somewhere. You never
German
know.
brand translates out.
Well, a Ducati Monster.
I'd ride it.
Sale.
I don't remember what they're called. It's a BMW. It's
Sale.
okay.
I want to know what BMW it is first.
It's the one with the really big engine that's like ridiculous. It looks like a Road King. I want to say. What is it?
Oh, are you talking about the?
Is it Triumph?
Did you see one yesterday?
No, we saw this when we test drove that Kawasaki Cafe.
Oh, you're talking about the cruiser bike the BMW made.
Yeah, it's with a huge engine.
Yeah, no thanks.
Is it the new?
I can't remember what it's called.
It's like this big sticking out each
It's
side.
because
I don't think I've
BMW's
seen
engines
that
go
before.
sideways. It's their cruiser bike.
Is it their new one though that they came out with?
I think
it has
they've
a
had
very
it for-
retro look to it.
Well, no, it looks like soft. It's like it looks like a. Yeah, I guess it's close to a soft tail, maybe.
If it's the one that they have, I don't know what it's called. They have one that's supposed to look like a BMW Cruiser from the 50s. If it's that, I'd ride it. If it's any other one,
No, this one, Yami Noob actually did a thing on it not too long ago, a review on the bike.
yeah, I don't know.
It's like a standard cruiser.
You'll have to show me a picture of it sometime.
Yeah, and I can't even remember what it's called to look it up.
Heather, what you got?
All right, the Pan America.
I'll take two.
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you. Let Lewis buy two of them, and I'll ride one of
I
them.
love that bike.
Yeah.
So that is. She still says it. I mean, I'm kind of still there with her. My dilemma I'm in right now is when my bike is paid off, what exactly I want to do, because there's a couple different things that I want to do motorcycle wise. But a Pan America is on the docket. It's on the short list
Yeah.
of where to go next.
I tell you what, guys, if y'all have not rode one, go to your dealership and ride it.
So, if your dealership is jerking you around on riding one, because I've heard that. I haven't heard names of dealerships. I've literally just had people say their local dealership. If you have your license, come see us at White Lining.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Megan, last one.
Ooh. I had one in my head and then I got nervous and it went away.
Five seconds.
Oh my gosh. A Ninja.
Ninja,
What size?
what size you think?
I guess the biggest, the 1,000.
1400 is the biggest.
Yeah,
1400.
either one sell.
The
If it-
ZX14.
Yeah, I don't want that. If I'm gonna anything like that, I want like a 99 Hayabusa. It's a cool looking bike. Don't get me wrong. I just don't have an
Yeah,
one.
I don't know. I haven't had enough experience with them. I think personally, though, if I was going to get into that same world as that Hayabusa or Ninja ZX14, I think I'd ditch both of those in favor of the Honda VFR 1200.
Yeah, when it comes to Ninja, one bike that I really like if it's like a newer bike. No, the that 636 that they've had out for a while. That would be a good, especially if you had some kind of like soft bags or something on it. That'd be a good commuter bike.
Most of those that you find are trashed because they were.
Yeah.
The engines were designed to be really well for doing stunts and stuff like that with the sumping.
Yeah.
Whatever sort of. But anyways, so that's another episode. Sorry if I'm sounding a little hoarse. So one of our newer techs, I mean, he's been there about 4 months now. His wife finally got to move here. He's not from here, so he moved here for the job. And then she finally got to move here, and they just got a house a week and a half ago, I guess. So we went over there last night with full intentions of hanging out till about 10:30. And I crawled in bed sometime around 3:30. So it was a good time. So, like I said, before we go, I mean, I just want y'all to know, we want to hear from y'all. We truly do. Send us messages, even if it's just saying hi. Let all your friends know about it. We care about you. We get excited whenever we look at the numbers. So if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't do this. Because honestly, if no one was listening to this, we'd have these same conversations. We just wouldn't record it.
That's exactly right.
So I want to thank all of y'all. I guess we ain't going to end on anything funny tonight, are we? Nobody got anything to say? Bill just clears his throat.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson's social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.